Do you understand how long it's been since I made a video when the light was on outside? It's been a minute. I'm just saying, it's kind of refreshing seeing the light. Like, I'm not trying to be Blade or anything. Anyway, look. Yo, it looks like we got the ASAP Rocky album. We're going to have to go ahead and talk about some of the songs on that. Let's go ahead and focus on Drake being dissed. What? Yo, right here. Right here in the small box. So, as you can see, we got our boy EQ in front of us. We're going to be looking into this whole ASAP Rocky dissing Drake on the album. And apparently he did it multiple times. 2026, it looks like it's starting off with a lot of beef. It looks like a lot of these individuals are not healed yet. But that's okay. That's okay. We're here for the entertainment, right? So look, with that being said, let's go ahead and lock in. Y'all do know how we start this, right? So let's go ahead and make it happen, shall we? Let's go. Yo, you, right here in the small box, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Yo, did y'all check out the consumer group chat we had yesterday, by the way? Make sure you check out that live. I'll have an upload version later on today. But, yo, tap in with us. It looks like we might be starting something amazing. But let's go ahead and focus on the topic at hand, shall we? Look, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel. Hope you're enjoying yourself out there. Thank you for stopping by and checking in with me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. On the way, on the road to 5K subs. This is stress. It's not easy, but I'm still here for it, all right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Let's find out what's going on. Let's go.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's your boy EQ, and up next we have ASAP Rocky seemingly dissing Drake on his new project Don't Be Dumb multiple times. Obviously, he didn't reference Drake by name, but the clues are definitely there, pointing in that direction. We all know they haven't been on friendly terms for quite some time now, whether it's because of Rihanna, more than likely that, or some other petty reason. There seems to be no love lost here. Rocky spoke on the relationship between him and Drake in this clip that we will be covering, saying that they started off as friends, but things soured. And that seems to be like the common trend when it comes to Drake's relationships. But like I just said, things soured more than likely because he realized that Drake was unhappy with his success. In this industry, a lot of people may want you to do good, but not better than them. And some secretly dislike you the whole time, but in this business, for a lot of these artists, is what can you do for me? Because people would definitely fake the love to ride some of that wave that you've created. And we've seen it a plethora of times. But definitely let me know why you guys think this relationship soured. As far as these records containing any diss material, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I know Rocky said it's not a direct shot at Drake, but when you're referencing things like niggas getting BBLs and saying that you're going to move to Texas and pull up to their section, it's obviously only natural that people are going to make that connection to Drake. Anyone with the working brain anyway. I mean, Drake did get the BBL Drizzy moniker and basically moved to Texas after the beef. So if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a freaking duck. This year is going to be a very
Especially if it got duck lips. I'm just saying.
busy year in hip hop, very unlike last year as far as the amount of people dropping projects. A lot of these big acts are dropping this year, and they're definitely all going to be looking to make a splash, just like this. Definitely let me know if you guys believe these shots were directly aimed at Drake. So enough dilly-dallying, let's jump right into this video where we have ASAP Rocky seemingly dissing Drake on his new project, Don't Be Dumb, multiple times. And Rocky's been throwing shots, honestly, non-stop for quite some time now as well, and to me, justifiably so. I mean, don't speak on my woman and not think that you're not going to catch the smoke. All right, guys, let's jump into the clip first.
Biting you. So, obviously, the internet's going to decide who you're talking about on that
For
song.
sure. I think we all know.
They're going to say it's Drake. I mean, that's a man.
It's pretty safe to assume and infer that he is talking about Drake because there's multiple references, and if I was investigating this, then yeah, the lead suspect would have to be Drake.
Who was with you in those early days too, brought you on tour. Where did things go wrong in that relationship?
I mean, I don't know. I started seeing people who just started out as friends and just became foes seem like they're unhappy for you.
Like I said in my intro, this definitely sounds like something that's happened to Drake a multitude of times because this definitely seems similar to his relationship with Kendrick Lamar. At first, it started off just like this one, and it soured. Why? Who knows? But at this point, you got to look at the common denominator, and obviously that common denominator is Drake.
And, you know, just started sending shots. And I think that's what led to any of our misunderstandings or whatever the case is. So it really ain't smoke.
half the time it just comes down to character and the clashing of characters between all these different artists. There are certainly individuals out there that do mesh with the kind of character Drake has, but for a lot of these other artists, his character, it clashes with their character, which is why there's animosity and hate. And it would lead to certain events happening that makes them fall out. That's how I see it. You know, like, it's not always hate. It's easy to sell hate. But you, for half the time, whatever's in front of your face at face value, there's a whole story behind that. I'm simply just exploring the possibilities as to why it's like that without knowing the certain details. If that makes sense for anybody out there, right? So, when you sit and you think about Drake's character as a person, his upbringing, seeing some of the videos of how he talked about certain things, for example, the Toronto accent, and how he didn't like that. That's an example of character. You know, don't pay attention to the little clips that we get from him when we hear him talk. You need to hear things out of context to really form the individual in front of you to see, okay, even though we always see nice guy, behind the scenes, it's not always nice guy. And it's not nice guy in the sense of, oh, he really be a mob boss. It's more about, like, the pettiness. You know?
Does it feel resolvable to you, or you think it's too far?
It don't even need to be. Like, for what?
But you're like, no secret, like that song's for him.
Nah, I don't really.
Or it's for anyone.
It's like the elephant in the room. We all know who you're talking about.
It's
who
for
might
whoever
be
feel like it's about them.
If the shoe
fair
fits.
enough. Biting you. So
Obviously, if the shoe fits, and everyone is thinking that the shoe is fitting Drake. And Rocky definitely isn't the only one feeling this way. Like I just said, Kendrick Lamar's situation definitely seems similar. He went on tour with Drake as well, and look at their situation now. What a lot of people don't get about the industry is that, yeah, when these people put you on tour, it's not just because they love you as an artist. While that obviously may play a factor, a big part of that is because they want the hottest thing coming up to be on tour with them, because now you're also able to ride that wave. And a lot of artists have been very successful and maintain that success because they know how to do that. But at the same time, those people bringing them on tour don't want them to be doing better than them. They still want to be the A-list guy. They obviously want to be the more successful act. And yeah, when they start seeing somebody trying to or almost eclipsing that, they obviously have an ego trip. And that's why stuff like this and these fallouts happen.
obviously,
Yeah, guys, let's actually look at some of these comments. I thought it was because his lady is the boy's ex, but maybe he's beating around the bush because he didn't want to bring her name up in this context, understandably. And yeah, that definitely makes sense. And while that definitely may be a factor.
That's the thing, though. It gets tired when you bring the woman in question into the play, because you don't need to be throwing Rihanna's name around in such little petty, like, discourses, if that makes sense. It's just, that's lame energy. That's goof energy. That's weirdo-ish. Y'all can handle y'all battle the way y'all want to handle it, but you don't need to bring in females into this. As soon as y'all bring females into this, now you look like tings. Y'all look like y'all. You move like y'all, you chat like y'all, outburst like y'all, like you look like y'all. You don't need to bring no Rihanna in this. Not necessary, you know. So, dude, talk what you want to talk. But as soon as you bring a lady in this raps for me. Now y'all look weird. That's me personally.
But if you are listening to this album, you can't deny the fact that obviously Rocky feels that Drake was kind of hating on the dude. Not kind of. Obviously, he feels like he was. Maybe Rocky's just tired of playing nice. And this is also his first album in quite some time. So he probably has a lot to get off his chest. Is every fucking rollout about Drake now? No. But this beef is obviously legitimate. Yeah, if it is about Rihanna, this is the dude's wife. You know what I mean? The mother of his children. He doesn't know, LMAO. I smashed before.
You know what? This is what happens when you only pay attention to the picture that's in front of you. For the people that already know, there is history here. But what people are not getting is that that same history spreads across the whole industry. Because you got to remember, Drake was the golden goose that they used to roll out streaming, meaning he was used and thrown into different rooms to work with a plethora of individuals. For someone to come out and say if every effing rollout about Drake, you're missing the point of there's been bad issues, just like bad confrontations with this name attached to it. Not saying what happened because we don't know, but the industry will respond when some certain events happen. It's the actions that speak louder than the words. Is why I'm against this. But individuals like this, especially on Twitter, they don't know, they don't research, they don't pay attention to details. They only want to be sold something. They see a big TV in their face, and the crispier the picture is the more likely they want to make that purchase. Individuals that know about this TV still knows, even though the picture's nice, this TV don't have a lot of functions that we would need in our everyday life, depending if it's a regular TV or a smart TV. That's another thing. What kind of TV you getting? Is it regular or is it smart? You wouldn't know because the picture look good. Nah, go ahead and enjoy what you want to enjoy. But don't be surprised when people look at this and say, oh, no, I can't deal with this. Do you not see that, brand? Bad. That's all it is.
Before you burst, son, Flacco hit it first, son. And like I said in my intro, guys, this is pretty on the nose as to who it is. Still don't trust you. It was always us, never them. Heard you drop your latest shit. Funny how it just came and went. Ha ha ha. Which is obviously pointing to the fact that Drake has been dropping a lot of music and nothing has really been sticking. Other than Nokia, and at this point, that's just an afterthought. I feel like no one is even bringing that record up anymore. He literally said it was about Drake at the beginning of the video. And guys, if it's not Drake, it more than likely is about Travis Scott. But given some of the other references to Drake on the album, or allegedly to Drake on the album.
I disagree, because if you say it's going to be about Drake, you can't say Travis Scott now. It's a little late.
Yeah, I'm just going to put that and lump that over with Drake. These niggas love dissing that nigga and not standing on it. Incredible, really. It's pretty obvious as to who Rocky is talking to or referring to. Rocky, a real one. He's nothing without Drake. And the cult of the LVOites never ceased to amuse me, guys. Yeah, not everything is about Drake. To think that these artists wouldn't have made it without Drake is obviously egregiously erroneous. At the end of the day, these people were obviously on that trajectory. The reason why Drake even worked with them is because of that fact. Drake sneak disses, and then when another rapper responds and directs it at him, his fans are like they switched up on him. And great point. Kanye said it best, Drake's severe shots, and only you know it's about you, not us fans. We don't know anything till someone responds directly at it. So basically, Roc Nation's album release strategy is to talk shit about Drake to some white people, first Pusha T, now ASAP. And you're naming people that have obvious gripes with Drake, so why not address that? Did he ever actually say Drake's name or diss him directly, or did everyone just assume what it was because he was on a Metro album, which he also went and dissed him there as well. But again, this guy is literally talking about rappers getting BBLs, and who's the rapper that has been the most infamous for allegedly getting one of those on his abs, obviously? I guess that wouldn't be a BBL. That would actually be a BAL. And over here, we actually have that reference. All right, it reads, first you stole my flow, so I stole your bitch. If you stole my style, I need at least 10%. Niggas getting BBLs. Lucky we don't body shame, throwing dirt on Rocky name, turn around and copy game. And all these things have been allegedly put on Drake over the past year and a half, honestly, for a long time now at this point. And definitely let me know in the comments any other rappers where you would put that BBL line on and it actually makes sense. Allegedly, of course. First she was my bro, pussy nigga switch, turned into a op, fuck his block, he a bitch. And while this particular line may be just about any...
we don't need to bring up territories, though. We don't need to bring up territories, bro. It's not necessary. Don't say F the block. Don't say F the block. That's not necessary. You don't need to do that. Nah, bro. We got love for Toronto out here, man. Toronto is going through a lot right now. I'll go ahead and make that clear. But still, there's still inner workings there where we can still do something. We can still figure out things and just be outstanding. But, yeah, Drake is, it's not looking good there, buddy.
anybody else. At the end of the day, you have to look at all the references in the song because these lines are all coming from the same song and use that to put some context to it. So this definitely seems directed at Drake, but definitely let me know in the comments if you guys think that isn't the case or if that is the case. All right, here we have another alleged diss. Niggas looking jealous, see it in his eyes. Niggas acting desperate, you ain't gotta lie. I might move to Texas, pull up to your section, hit him with the fire. This, if it's not about Drake, obviously a lot of people are connecting this to him because he basically moved to Houston full time. But this could also be about Travis Scott, who is obviously from Texas. So if it's not Drake, it's Travis Scott. All right, and this is the third alleged Drake reference. Taking care of your kids, boy, that's player shit. One bitch, boy, that's player shit. No baby mama drama, no new friends, boy, that's player shit. And this over here is an excerpt from A$AP Rocky's Player record. And it was alleged that not too long ago, Drake was supposedly in family court with his baby moms, but I don't think that was ever confirmed. And if you're going to assume that this is about Travis Scott, then you would have to look at obviously his relationship with Kylie, but I don't really hear any crazy negative stuff coming from that side. But definitely let me know in the comments if that isn't the case. Let's look at some of these comments. A$AP on Drake head top on this album. Well, it seems like there's 3 separate songs that have references allegedly shooting at Drake. My dear beloved Aubrey Graham, will they ever keep your splendid name out of their...
Knowing Drake, I think this is a power play move because knowing Drake, if he has Iceman... Oh no, okay, so I think I see the play. I think what's going on is that it's less of, see what I'm saying about don't pay attention to what's in front of your face because there's a whole story behind that one face in front of you. Here's what I think is going to happen. I don't know if this train is going to continue, but let me just say this. With A$AP Rocky and the 3 different responses that he has, this is going to aggravate Drake. What does that mean? This means that whatever they're doing for Iceman now, either they have to change a song up, add a song in, whatever. But this could delay that album more. What if the play is to diss him, to push the album back? What if that's the play? My brain is just exploring. Forgive me, this is what I do. But what if that's the play right there? You know, think about it. Imagine if more people came out and dissed Drake. That could mean more people, with the more people that come out and diss him, that could push the album back. Mind you, this is his most important album. This also confirms the win for Kendrick, because if this was Drake, it would not take him this long to drop this album at all. What does that mean? That means that he is trying. He is trying and putting in effort into this album so that he can have a project that would put him back on the map. That's the goal for Iceman. That's what he's supposed to have been doing this whole time. But he chose to do it now because, you know, his back is against the wall. Everybody's against him. And he has to find a way to fight back to the spot that he was at. And to do that, you need to drop a project that's better than all of the things that happen. You need to drop, first of all, you need to drop a track that's better than Not Like Us. Let's get that out the way. You got to drop a track that's better than Not Like Us first. All right? If you want to use the whole album to be better than that one, than the one song, hey, fight your own battles. Choose what you want to choose to be successful. But you need to drop something, whether if it's a pack of songs, the whole album, or one song, that needs to be better than Not Like Us. That's your only way to get back to where you were. That's the only way. But I feel like if we're going to get a compilation album from Drake, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Compilation albums do not work today. All right? If you choose a theme, stick to that theme and run with it. That's the goal. All right? Now with Iceman, we know there's a bunch of different meanings out there, but you need to choose one. Don't focus on the many. Just focus on what you know and run with it. That's the only way. But, nah, my brain is just exploring, seeing what's going on.
Their mouths. and this is crazy. These are probably the most delusional people. The cult of the opioids, guys. 17 songs and 59 minutes of ass. And yeah, you would obviously feel that way with an owl in your name. He still believes in the Disney lie. Rocky won and he knows it. Loyal legend. I mean, he got Rihanna, man. The dude is chilling. Rakim talking shit again. I'm crying these niggas dead cannot roll out an album without mentioning Drake. But they actually have real life gripe with the guys. Yeah, if Pusha T is going to say something, guess what? Pusha T has been on Drake's neck for quite some time. Drake definitely sent shots over his way. As far as ASAP Rocky, yeah, we all know.
Bro, let's not forget this song, Fear of Heights, that he dropped on For All the Dogs. Let's not forget that. Where he's talking about, anti, how they make me feel like I'm still hung up on you. That can't choose me, y'all can't run me. I'm anti. You know, and he started laughing, joking around, then he went into the song. Like, let's not forget that. The intro on Fear of Heights, that was for Rihanna and Rocky. More so Rihanna because of her anti-album.
What it's more than likely about, all these disses. Them kids got Rihanna's forehead. Baby Keem album gonna be better than his. And I am definitely highly anticipating this Baby Keem album. He was allegedly already filming a music video, I want to say in New York.
Is it true Boy Wonder deleted the files of Baby Keem's album, which is why Baby Keem is taking so long to drop? Because I might have to watch that ending part of the Rapaholics video. Because that's saying something, and I don't think anybody said anything about it yet. So expect that soon. But what's going on?
If I'm not mistaken, some people are trying to throw it out there that Kendrick Lamar was out there, which would be crazy, but now would be the perfect time. I want to say that Family Ties record probably had one of the biggest pops on the GNX tour. The crowd reaction when that song played, man, I was blessed to see 2 shows on that tour, and every time he performed that record, I wanted to like Spartan kick somebody in the freaking chest, man. Straight noise pollution. Yeah, this is just the owls, guys. They're obviously hurt by all this. Talking shit again. These bars are so weak. And at this point, they should take away the owl emojis to make it seem like they're being unbiased. They said Rocky really should retire. He just don't got it anymore. And I wouldn't say that's the case at all. And instead of listening to these bars that you think are so weak, you might as well just stream some of that Drake music, the new music that you claim to love so much. Because if you listen to some of those new Drake records...
That's a good point. Y'all saying all this about ASAP Rocky's album. But y'all are the same fans that never showed up when Drake dropped all those songs last year. Instead of running to see... This is how I know the Drake fans are backwards. You would rather run to the diss, hear the diss, say the diss is trash. But when your brethren drops a track, y'all don't show up in droves. You see how the negativity, like I've been talking about, how the negativity runs social media, that runs virality? What if this is all simply for just virality? To go viral? To be the trending topic? What if that's what it was for? What if there's nothing behind this? And it was simply for the sake of for people to talk about it? What about that? That could have been a whole conversation for it right there. And it would have ended right there. That's so crazy to me.
As much as you say you love them, they wouldn't be falling off the charts so quickly. Meanwhile, Drake got 1 million baby mamas. He hiding. And isn't there like a daughter supposedly that was going to go live on stream? Definitely let me know if that's actually happening or it has happened. Drake will fucking murder you, you bitch. Stop speaking on the boy. And you guys are absolute lunatics. First of all, how about let's not go around leaving a digital paper trail to crimes? But these people will never learn. You can't use reason with somebody that didn't use reasoning to get to their perspective. But as for myself...
This is a delusional fan. This is somebody that is going through things. This is an individual that is haunted by the idea of people hating on their favorite. This person needs help.
Yeah, I really do think that Rocky is throwing shots at Drake. At least most of these are directed at Drake. A lot of the things he was saying in those records are definitely things that have been said about Drake, at least for the past few years, if not for longer. And it's dope to hear Rocky come out with an actual album. This album did have a lot of delays. Maybe they were trying to clear samples and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's dope to hear some Rocky. And like I said in my intro, it's going to be a busy year for music, guys. We're going to see a lot of A-listers drop projects, something that a lot of people have been complaining about. And a lot of it has to do with, yeah, guess what? Those new Billboard streaming rules are going to come into effect, which is going to be a major reason why you see these people drop these projects, at least post-February. But it is going to be interesting to see what they do about those YouTube streams. At the end of the day, Billboard is a company, guys. If they're not breaking records and they're not putting out accolades and stuff like that, people are going to get really disinterested really quickly. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Rocky was dissing Drake? And if not, who do you guys think he was aiming at? For me, again, I really think it is Drake. There is a case for Travis Scott on one of those references, but definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think. Also, let me know if you guys heard any other references to anybody else in this project. And also let me know what you thought of this project, because I'd definitely be interested in hearing your takes. So definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. I truly want to thank you guys so much for continuing to make this channel a part of your day. It honestly means the world to me. And all the love and support that you guys continue showing this channel on a daily is honestly overwhelming and probably the biggest reason why I make these videos. But definitely want to let you guys know how grateful I am for all of it. I do want to send out a very big shout out to all those that have been joining YouTube memberships. Small way to support.
Gang, gang. Hey. Salutes and shout outs all around for sure. We're gonna be getting to the bottom of all this. Definitely gonna listen to the album. There's things to talk about. There's a lot of news, a lot of info to get to. Honestly, I'll probably go live tomorrow. I want to give myself a little break before I go live tomorrow, but I'll definitely work on some videos to upload, so expect those soon. And we're gonna keep doing what we do on this channel, just being outstanding. Road to 5K. Don't forget, when we get to 5K, we got a challenge to get through. So, y'all already know. With that being said, I'm not too worried about a diss. It's for entertainment purposes. We're here for it. It makes people show up, so it's what it is. You know? That's what hip-hop is looking like right now. That's what rap is looking like right now. So, that's all it is, man. Shoot.